thought we played some great football, and to basically come back from, you know, their first attack and they scored from it. I thought, here we go, you know, put 10 men behind the ball against us, but we were patient, played some good stuff and created quite a few chances. So
I was going to say, in regard to that opening exchange, they scored with their first attack, as you put it. Adam Murray then misses from 6 yards out. You must have been thinking, here we go again.
Yeah, you do. You know, we're only human, and I think the lads, all of a sudden, we got a bit anxious. You know, and I think, you know, throughout the first half, I know we scored, but we tried to chase a second goal and left ourselves open a little bit. But I'll give credit to the lads. You know, and the lads have sort of turned it round. You know, I thought at Bath we didn't play particularly well, but created chances. At Gateshead, I thought we played really well. Didn't create. You know, well, didn't put away our chances. And today I thought we played well and we've scored the chances. So there's little building blocks that have been sort of laid. And I'm just chuffed for the lads, you know, and the supporters, because, you know, I don't know, you know, what's happened, but, you know, the lads behind this goal have really made this club, well, this stadium, you know, a different atmosphere. There seems to be a different atmosphere in it now, and, you know, I think a massive credit needs to go to them, because I think they've got behind the boys and really. When the boys have been a little bit anxious, they've really got behind them and made them play. So but I'm just over the moon now. You know, we scored 4 goals at home. Maybe could have scored 1 or 2 more, but you know, we move on to Grimsby Tuesday night. And
you're playing good football as well, good passing football. The fans like it, and I sense at the end of that game the players are enjoying it as well.
Yeah, I just think I've said right from the off, and you know, let's not get carried away. We just won 1 game, but you know, I don't think, you know, that some of our performances have warranted us drawing games. I think we've deserved to win them. What I've tried to get across to the lads is to put a bit of a smile on their face and relax a little bit more. And you know, it's a case of case there are sometimes. You can't come into football matches all tense and continuously thinking about other things. You know, you've got to come in and start and enjoy it. You know, and I thought the lads played today like they enjoyed it, and they put in a shift, and they got the just rewards.
Usual suspects will criticise me, of course, for trying to find any, shall we say, downside to your performance. You take your system and the players that you use in it, 4-3-3. You've got a system that I think you're very comfortable with, your side's very comfortable with. What about Ross Dyer and Niall Rodney? You've played 2 strikers on the wing, and neither look particularly happy out there.
No, I disagree with you. I think the system suits us. I think, you know.
I said that. I just said the players don't. Some of the players don't really like the system, namely those 2.
No, I think they do like the system. They, you know, Ross. To be fair, I know Ross is coming for a lot of stick, but he gives us such a presence up there. You know, every time I speak to other managers in any sort of echoes of football, they will talk about Ross Dyer, and I think, you know, what people have got to remember is a baby, but he's, once again, you know, I think people bypass him again when they look at some of the good stuff we do, and not just in the air. He's knitted us up once or twice today, and Niall, to be honest, he can play. Forrest, he's played left wing, centre forward, so they're all comfortable. And to be honest, we don't want to play it like 2 wingers. And a centre forward. We wanted to, you know, as the system evolves, you want players to come in off the touchline and make runs. So, you know, at the end of the day, you know, we played 2 games against, I think, 2 top 10 sides, and I thought we were better than Gateshead the other night. Might be a big statement, but that's just my opinion. And we've won today with the system and the personnel. So. It's 1 game today, you know, we've got to go and do it sort of consistently and go on a run now.
It's amazing though how an atmosphere in the stands can change. What about the atmosphere in the changing room? Now you're going to tell me that the atmosphere in the last couple of games has been great in the changing room, there's no problem, but I get the sense perhaps that actually if you play the likes of AFC Telford, you play the likes of Bassett and you don't come away with 3 points, there is going to be a sense of disappointment, is there not?
There's always a sense of disappointment. I've said right from the start, and I want to get this across again, these boys in this dressing room, and I'll be totally honest with you, they're like little puppy dogs, and they want to please the supporters. You know, they work extremely hard. I can't think of 1 game this season where these boys, even if they haven't played well, they've always put in a shift, they've always worked hard. And when I spoke to the supporters pre-season and when I first came in here, they said as long as these boys are working hard, that's all that matters. You know, you sort of, even today in parts of the game, because we've got some youngsters that are still learning the game, they get very, very anxious, even when we were 3-1, 4-1 up, and they just want to please people. And I just think that, and you know, this might come across as being a massive statement, but this group of people that come behind this goal here have made a massive impact on our season. And I've said that, you know, for us to be successful, the club has to be as one. You know, and I think in a time where a lot of people could have turned on us, you know, a lot of people could have been negative, the positive people in the stadium have really made a difference. And like I say, I'm not getting carried away. We won 1 game, but I thought our last two performances at here have been really, really proactive and really positive, and I think that's down to the sort of vibes that we're getting from the stands.
The final point from me for this evening in regard to the target you've set your side, 40 points by the time Boxing Day comes, 36 tonight, 2 games between now and Boxing Day. Surely 40 points must be achievable.
It's achievable, yeah. You know, if we carry on playing the way we've done in the last 2 games, it's achievable. If we want to take a foot off the pedal and rest on our laurels, then it won't be. You know, so we keep challenging the lads. You know, we keep trying to raise the bar. You know, 40 points, coming into the Christmas period is a hell of a points tally. And I think that whoever wins it this year is going to win it by the highest points tally. So, we just, like I say, that, I've not moved the goalpost. We want to be in that pack. I think we're 3 points off the playoffs now. We just want to be in that pack, and then we'll see at the turn of the year where we are.
Paul, well done. Enjoy the victory.
Thank you very much.
About the goal. Your goal, that is.
My goal, yeah. No, Vermes put a great ball in from the left-hand side. I couldn't really miss it, to be honest, but I should have probably got my first goal on Tuesday night, so it was good to get on the score sheet.
Is that something you enjoy doing? Because I saw just after the goal had gone in, you got a free kick, I think it was, and you didn't even mess around. The free kick was awarded against you. You picked yourself straight up and sprinted forward towards the edge of that penalty area. So you enjoy going up for those set pieces?
Yeah, I think so. I think it's important that everyone tries to contribute, when attacking, especially on a day like today. It was really windy and not great conditions, so it was important that we were quite direct today. I think they try to do similar things, but we did a little bit better than them today, and fortunately we've run out 4-1 winners.
What about the one that looked like a penalty on you as well? You got a bit of a blatant shove in the back in that first half, didn't you?
Yeah, again, a decent ball was put up to me. It was just kind of hung up there, and whoever was marking me just kind of pushed me in the back a bit, to be honest. It's difficult for referees to give them ones. They've got to be really brave and have a good view of the situation, to be honest. So it was a 50-50 one, really. Sometimes you get them, sometimes you don't, but it's important to be up there challenging, I suppose.